Hi students, I hope you are doing well. In today's session, I am going to discuss an excellent trick to write the product of Williamson ether synthesis. This is one of the important named organic reaction. Before going through the trick, first I am going to discuss about Williamson ether synthesis. It is an organic reaction which is used to convert an alcohol and an alkyl halide into an ether by using a base like NaOH. Means here by using alcohol and alkyl halide we are converting this particular by using NaOH we are converting these two into ether. This is very important reaction for the preparation of ethers. Let us see this reaction. When you treat this sodium hydroxide with alcohol, this sodium hydroxide abstracts this proton from the alcohol and it results in the formation of RONA. This is called sodium alkoxide. This alkoxide is a strong nucleophile. This alkoxide, when you treat with alkyl halide, this alkoxide attacks to this alkyl group and then this halogen goes as a leaving group. Then this Na and this X minus both goes as NaX and we get ROR dash. What is the product? We get the ethers. And here the strong nucleophile attacks to this carbon means alkyl group and it proceeds through the SN2 mechanism, because we know that always strong nucleophile favors SN2 mechanism. And now I am going to discuss the trick. See this trick useful for you. Listen carefully. This alkyl halide plays an important role here. Alkyl halide, this R dash group, it should not be tertiary alkyl halide. This alkyl halide should not be tertiary alkyl halide for the preparation of ether. And that alkyl halide should not be aryl halide. Alkyl halide should not be vinyl halide. Alkyl halide should not be bridgehead halides. See here. These are most important things you should remember while you are solving a question for Williamson ether synthesis. Here alkyl halide should not be tertiary. We know that tertiary alkyl halide favors SN1 mechanism, not SN2. See here, in my previous videos I discussed about resonance. Lone pair and pi bond are in conjugation here and this lone pair involves in resonance. Then we get this structure. Means here what I want to tell you is this carbon and halogen bond. This carbon halogen bond gets partial double bond character due to resonance. It gets partial double bond character. Whenever it gets a partial double bond character, it cannot goes as a good leaving group. If it can't goes as a good leaving group, then SN2 mechanism is not possible. And here also same way in the case of vinyl halide, whenever lone pair and pi bond are in conjugation, resonance takes place and this carbon halogen bond gets partial double bond character. When it gets this partial double bond character, it cannot goes as a good leaving group. Then SN2 mechanism does not take place. See in the fourth case also, bridge-headed halogen. See here, this halogen, actually the thing is in SN2 mechanism, if you see SN2 mechanism, it proceeds through transition state. This transition state hybridization is sp2. Means through sp2 hybridization state, one of the sp2 hybridization state it proceed, but this bridgehead carbon cannot form sp2 hybridization. That's why SN2 mechanism is not possible here. In these four things, SN2 mechanism is not possible, and alkyl halide you should not take with these four. Clear? Not only with these four are most important. Now let us see the question. Let us see this question. You want to prepare tertiary butyl methyl ether, right? Then these are the two routes, route A, route B. Which route is the better route for the preparation of this kind of ether? That is the question. Is it clear? In your exam, they gives you this type of question, and they give four options. You should find which option is the correct, right? Now see, follow our trick. If you want to prepare this ether, right, then what you do is just maybe this is the alkyl halide part, or it may be the alkyl halide part. Concentrate on alkyl halide part. This is primary alkyl halide part. This is the tertiary alkyl halide part. And what we discussed, tertiary alkyl halide never gives SN2 mechanism. So the alkyl halide part is what? Primary alkyl halide part. So in these two, which one is the primary? This one. That means route A is better, gives better yield, means better product. Here route B won't works. Clear? The reason is what, students? Here this is the nucleophile which attacks this carbon. Means this chlorine goes as a leaving group, means Cl minus and Na plus both goes as NaCl. And here this one, it can't attack to this hindered carbon, and SN2 mechanism is not possible in this case. See the next question. You want to prepare anisole, that is methoxybenzene you want to prepare. Then these are the two routes. Just try, students, in this route A and route B, which is the correct, means better, which gives the better yield. Try it. You want to prepare this ether X or this part. Means this may be alkyl halide part or this may be alkyl halide part, right? In these two alkyl halides, which one gives a better yield? This is primary alkyl halide, gives SN2, we know. And this one, lone pair and pi bond is in resonance. So what happens? It gets partial double bond character, so that nucleophile attacks, and this cannot goes as a leaving group. Then the route B is not favorable, but route A is favorable. See next question. See this. You want to prepare vinyl methyl ether. Then there are two routes, route A and route B. Which route gives a correct yield, means better product? See, this may be alkyl halide part or this may be alkyl halide part. If this is the alkyl halide part, then what happens, student? This involves in resonance, and this carbon halogen bond gets partial double bond character, so that the nucleophile attacks here, but this halogen cannot go as a good leaving group. Then what is your better yield? B route gives a better yield when compared to A route. That's it. I hope you like this trick, because so many times you get confusion when you see this Williamson ether synthesis. That's why I made this trick, so that you can solve any kind of Williamson ether synthesis questions in a easy way. Let us see one more question. This is the time for test yourself. Try this question and comment me your answer. See, you are telling in every video you are excellent, ma'am, you are super, all these things, but you are not posting the correct answer. Try to post the correct answer. Yes, see this one. You want to prepare this bridged ether. Then which route gives the better yield, A or B? Try this question and comment me your answer. Just to see the alkyl halide part. The alkyl halide, just one time see this summary of this Williamson ether synthesis. What is the Williamson ether synthesis, students? Here alcohol and alkyl halide in the presence of base NaOH, we get the ether as the product, right? First, whenever you treat the sodium hydroxide with the alcohol, it forms a sodium alkoxide. Here alkoxide acts as a strong nucleophile and it attacks the alkyl halide. It results in the formation of ether. Fine. But whenever you are going through the different competitive questions, you should keep in mind this thing. Alkyl halide part is very important part. This alkyl halide part means this alkyl group, see here, it should not be tertiary alkyl group, it should not be tertiary, and it should not be aryl halide part, means alkyl halide should not be aryl halide, alkyl halide should not be vinyl halide, and it should not be bridgehead carbon. That's it. If you know these things, then easily you can score good marks in your competitive exams and all. I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching this video. I'm going to do more and more tricks in my coming videos, and thank you to all my subscribers.